Hello everyone and welcome to a track preview video. So some people have been having problems with the low practice in the TRS weeks and figuring out the track layouts and having that all mapped out come race time. So thought I'd bring back a little bit of a different style, but bring back the track preview videos this week. So first track that we're looking at, and it should be the first track that we're racing on the night, is Skranda TRS. Great name, great name. Now, so far, I think things are pretty straightforward on this track, but this area right here is where things will get a little confusing. There are a lot of options to get through that area of the track, and that first one that we showed, that sandbag line, might seem pretty simple, but there are a lot of options, and when we get to the end of the lap here, I'll show some of the other ones, and you could probably map out where some of the collisions are as we go through. I believe like 4 main collisions on this track, so and they seem like they could be pretty brutal, so I'm curious to see how they turn out. But we're going down this downhill here to the right, and that is the finish line right there with the white light. That's a lap. Now let's take a look at some of these alternate lines. So here you can go through the middle, and a little bit of a hairpin right there, come back out into the track. Now here going through the middle again, but this time work over here to this doorway and pop out of there. That's another line. Now here we're taking the sandbag line like before, but I want to show afterwards that you can go down into this building as well, and you kind of like create a collision there too from the sandbag line with the other lines. It's almost like a little mini collision, so that's an interesting option. Now here, squeezing through this doorway and then come back into this hairpin line. Now here again, squeezing through this doorway again, but instead going around the right here, going through this other doorway, back out onto the track. And then I think the final one here, going all the way around, have a bit of a jump line. Here. I'm sure some people will opt for that one. So there you go. There's the many different options through that area of the track. Now we move on to our next track. This one is Happy Creek. Happy Creek, pretty straightforward as we go through the lap here. I don't think anything is too confusing on this one, although there is one section that is like kind of weird and kind of different. So we'll go over that here in a second when we get to it. So this area is just kind of, it's pretty wide open, and it's basically just however you want to go through it. But yeah, just try to get through that checkpoint and back to the right direction as quickly as you possibly can. Many different ways you can do it. It's kind of whichever one you want to go for. And the interesting thing about this track is that this one actually, while there's a lot of similar areas to the earlier track that we raced on this map, this one utilizes them completely different. So like even though both tracks go over a lot of the same ground, that ground is used in a different way for the most part. So I think that's pretty cool for the 2 tracks in this map, like Highlands, I think. And that's a lap there on Happy Creek. So now we go into I'm in Shambles TRS, one of my favorite names. Oh, I should go over so Armada and I made the first one. Happy Creek was Roman, and then Detail made this one. Again, I'm in Shambles TRS, my favorite track name on the night. This one's pretty straightforward. I like this one, not too crazy with the bordering, not too crazy with the layout. Just a classic, straightforward TRS with some simple sections and some probably crazy collisions. We'll have to wait and see. And pretty quick lap time. So yeah, pretty classic track like this one. I'm just going to shorten it to Shambles TRS. And now we go on to Snoqualmie. I don't know. I guess that's how you say it. Made by he who shall not be named. Haha. Going through a lap on this track. Almost have all 4 games represented this week, but we have 2 Halo 4 tracks, no H2A, a Halo 3, and a Reach. I think H2A has a similar issue to Halo 3 where the map selection is kind of limited. The thing is, though, we've already went through a lot of the H2A tracks, whereas Halo 3 we haven't yet, so that's kind of why we're still seeing some Halo 3, but H2A might dip out a little bit in the second half of the season here. Still like the H2A physics. Again, it's just the map selection just limited, so we will probably see more Halo 4, more Halo Reach, I imagine, on the back half of the schedule here. But we still dilly dilly. Still do have a Halo 3 track in here, and there's a little shortcut here. So this is the one option line, so that little shortcut. That's Snoqualmie. Hope you guys enjoyed the track preview. Hope it helps you out, and see you next time. Hopefully I can learn how to speak again.